is Cheychuu. Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys all doing? I hope you guys are doing great and okay. Today I'm going to be talking about the different types of dynamics of relationships that a lot of people hear of, which are like the karmic, the soulmate, and the twin flames relationship dynamic. For my last video, originally I was going to do it all in one, but I decided to break it up in 3 parts since there's like so much to go over. But I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm sending nothing but unconditional love and light to you guys all. I hope you guys are protecting your energy and making sure to, meditate, maybe be more with the divine. Let me turn this down real quick. It is kind of loud. Sorry. Before I mentioned that when I wanted to record like the karmic relationships and stuff, it just didn't work out. It would make me tired. So this time I hope that it just doesn't give me a hard time, and I'm gonna be, let's just say that I'm not letting any karmic or energy or dark energy get in my way this time. So like fuck off dark energy or anything, because I'm protecting myself right now. I'm surrounding myself with a white light because I do not want that heavy energy anymore. I think also part of that heavy energy was coming from my divine masculine because he's going through it. So oh goodness. And having to transmute that was interesting. With karmic relationships, let's just start with that today. Karmic, or just karma in general, pretty much is a cycle that's repeated over and over again. It can be positive or negative, because mind you, there can be good karma and then there could be bad karma, depending on the situation. But karmic relationships is what I'm talking about, is like though someone that comes into your life momentarily to teach you a lesson, something that you need to learn in order for your soul growth, whether that be through a family, a friend, or a lover. It could be anything. Karmic can be a person, place, or thing. So it could be, like addictions. And addictions can come in many forms. So like overthinking, there's drugs, there's alcohol, there's addictions to codependency, right? And codependency is a very big one when it comes to karmic relationships, because that's pretty much the basis of the dynamic between a karmic relationship. It can be quite toxic. They can be quite narcissistic in a way, controlling. Just think of a very like a 3D relationship versus the soulmate and the twin flame. That would be more of a, like twin flame is more like a 5D relationship in a way. But for what I'm talking about right now, karmic, it's more of a lower vibrational relationship, and it's short-lived. And pretty much what happens is, before you came down here to earth to be incarnated, soul teachers, or that's what I like to call karmics, are pretty much soul teachers. They are teachers here to come in and teach us on our worth and how to love ourselves and how to, recognize, toxic behavior or patterns that may be replaying in your life over and over again. So say for instance, you have a tendency to go to toxic relationships or to people who fill you up with codependency, or that fuels your codependency. Karmics, what I mean by here, they're here to help your soul grow. It doesn't mean that you stay in a karmic situation and then you're expecting to grow, because that's not the case. Karmics they do not help you in the growth department. In fact, they like to keep you there, stuck and in a stagnant energy, so that you don't get out of that karmic cycle, so that you don't learn that lesson. But how you learn the lesson and how it also makes your soul grow is if you get out of it, if you cut off of it, if you just say, okay, I'm gonna get off this karmic wheel, no more. I'm stopping this cycle. And then on, you take that lesson with you into your next chapter, your next journey. That's why I say it's important. Like karmic situations, they're not really made to last. They are very, the thing is that you could try your best to fight to stay in a karmic situation, but eventually it just doesn't really work out. Like there will be a lot of like obstacles your way, or what we would call in tarot like tower moments your way, that will, because the divine, like especially when you're on a twin flame journey. As twins, we have to deal with karmic cycles and situations and to clear those out. And karmics could also come from different timelines, like different past lives. So if you had karma to fulfill from a past life, and that chances are that has taken over to this life, your incarnated life now, you're also having to clear out like ancestral curses or bloodlines that may affect this timeline right now. So that's why I say, if you feel guided to do a past life clearing or to look into like past life regression and all that jazz, the information is out there, look for it. Use your intuition and your discernment. But really, karmic relationship is pretty much the imbalance, to show the imbalance of pretty much two energies in a way. Mind you, it's not always like toxic and controlling and everything, but a lot of people like to associate karmics with that. And the thing is that people shit on karmics all the time, and I'm not standing up for karmics and I am not promoting their behavior. However, we do need karmics because they are teachers, whether you see them or not, because whether they know it or not. You guys made that contract before you incarnated, meet, to cross paths, to learn something through that relationship, and sometimes it could be so toxic to the point where people kind of take that baggage with them into the next relationships, that person that really hurt you, so you take that baggage to the next, and you carry that with you. It's important with karmic relationships that once it's over, once you clear that out, is to not take that burden with you. I am guilty of this, especially with my dark feminine side, like of carrying burdens from the past and then carrying it into the future, and then not realizing that it's also affecting my dynamic, my relationships and stuff like that. So I had to take a step back and just like go backwards and reevaluate what it is that I need to clear out, or what it is that is my karmic cycles, because we all have karma, we all have karmic cycles, right? But the purpose right now is that we're trying to learn to clear them out so that we do not have karma. With karmic relationships, so say for instance with a twin flame journey, your partner or your divine counterpart is with someone else, right? Whether they're married or whatever, have kids with someone else, that other person would be considered the karmic out of the dynamic. So easy to just shit on and hate on karmics because out of jealousy, out of that ego and dark mind and stuff. But trust me, because I've been there and everything like that. But the envy, it's really unnecessary, especially with karmics, knowing that it just doesn't last long. It's supposed to be lessons that come through. And I've had my karmic lessons as well. And one karmic actually really affected me in my life not too long ago. And this was in the beginning of the year, before I even started YouTube. But he was the catalyst. And also my twin flame was also the catalyst to help me, push me to get on here and to start my YouTube journey and everything like that. So you see what I mean? Like, even though it was hard and it was really rough to get through that period and I thought it was the end of the world, once I got through that hump and I got to the other side and actually took that leap of faith of knowing that when I leave this karmic situation, when I leave this karmic relationship, I know that I'm worthy of love. I know that I'm unconditional love. I am love. I am faithfulness. I'm goodness. I'm happiness. I am, like I'm high vibrational, I deserve more, that type of thing. So it really helped me realize my self-worth, because I was at a really dark rut, really dark deep down, and I literally felt like I was not worthy of love whatsoever. And it was just, when you're in a karmic relationship, you fear leaving that relationship, especially if you put so much time into that person or that individual. And it's like, that's where that codependency comes in, because breaking away or realizing that, to detach is like, that sounds like the end of the world to someone who does have a codependency. And the thing is with karmics, it makes you realize your shadow self. It pretty much makes you do your inner shadow work, and they bring out the shadow side of yourself because they also enable your shadow self. Mind you, karmics will not try to push you in a high vibrational direction. They're like the type where they will just push and enable you, like, the friends, they'll be like, let's go out drinking tonight, yeah, let's drink, let's get fucked up, type of thing. Or or people that just talk shit or gossip a lot, or who always has someone else's name in their mouth, or, you know, someone that is just so, that just wants other people to hurt because they're hurting. You know, those type of things enable you to stay in that dynamic because it makes you comfortable. And the thing is that karmics, they kind of are line to line with energy vampires. They will suck your energy out. And then when I say you're like, whoa, why would I come to Earth and sign up for a karmic relationship knowing that I'm gonna get hurt? Like, why the fuck would I do that? Like, and trust me, I've had conversations with my higher self where I'm like, why the hell did you sign up for this? Like, why? You know, that type of thing. But it's not for us to ask why or whatever, because my higher self is just like, but did you die? But did you die? It's like, no. I learned a lesson, you know. And it's like, instead of wallowing in self-pity and self-sabotaging myself, you know, like how I used to, it's more of like, I now know that I can be detached, yet know that I'm connected to all things, you know. And that's the trick, is to know, to be detached of things, but knowing that you're connected. You can love that family and friend or whatever, that lover from afar, but that does not mean that you need to entertain the bullshittery, the crap, the low vibrational shit that comes with it. You wish them love from afar, but to remove yourself, to detach yourself from that, actually save your energy. You'll realize a difference, that when you're around certain karmics, you'll realize whether your energy is depleting or if your energy is gaining once you're alone. So in my next video, I'll talk about soulmates and twin flames, and how they're very similar. All three of them are very similar. And that's why I'm saying that these labels do not matter, mind you. They are just labels. I am just talking about the energy. I have to label them because us humans, we have to, in order to communicate, we can communicate telepathically, but we're just not there yet. You know what I mean? Not in that sense. It's energy, right? It's karmics is a term, it's a label, but it's just energy, and they're soul teachers that come in, and whether they're they're toxic, like some can be manipulators and everything like that. But what I mean is that they share similar traits with soulmates and twin flames, because hey, I bet you that a lot of you are going to be like, hey, that sounds similar to the last one. Well, yes. They are, because their energy, they kind of coincide. It's just you have to use your intuition and your discernment and ask your spirit guides and your team that you work with, which one is for you, right? What role do you play? And I had to go through all of that process and stuff. I will go more into that later, but this is mainly karmics, but they're very not the same. They're similar, but not the same. So yes, karmics, yeah, they're short-lived and everything, but soulmate and twin flames, like say for instance, are not, but it depends on the situation, right? It gets confusing. That's why I said it's just energy. Don't pay attention to the label, okay? And use your intuition. Really go inside, go within, and use your intuition, and ask for signs and stuff. If you're not sure, it will provide you signs, whether it's through dreams or through synchronicities or whatever. But I'm sending you nothing but unconditional love and light. Yay, I got through this. You know, fuck you, dark energy. Spreading nothing but healing energy to you all, and wishing you nothing but the best day and night wherever you may be. It's raining here. I'm collecting rainwater, and I'm going to be using rainwater for my next spells and stuff like that, or, you know, manifestation. Anywho, I shall see you guys in my next video, guys. See you guys. Peace.
I was hanging with you, and then I realized I didn't think it was true. I was surprised when I found out I'd fallen for you. I didn't want to believe my feelings for